Between 2012 and 2021, the amount of foster children in West Virginia skyrocketed by 57%, while the state's overall population declined by 4%.
News 9's Olivia Zinn takes a deep dive into the ongoing foster care crisis in this News 9 Special Assignment.
For years, West Virginia has led the nation in the number of children coming through the foster care system, and that number keeps rising. Maybe you've seen signs that say become a foster parent, but have never known the true impact. That's the lifelong commitment Kayla and Joelle Moray decided to take.
I never looked at him any different as my son. The moment that I laid eyes on him at 6 days old, I knew.
My husband and I actually talked about adopting before we were even married. It was something that both of us had sort of on our hearts from a very long time ago.
But not every child is lucky enough to find a loving home. Each year, thousands of West Virginia youth find themselves in foster care. The majority is between the ages of 13 and 17, according to the West Virginia Department of Human Services. Nearly 15% are placed out of state. Whether it's due to substance abuse or neglect, something has to change.
We have had children who are being locked in sheds and starved. We've had several children, passing away from the abuse.
That's where resources like Casa Gal step in.
We have become known as the eyes and the ears of judges across the country. We're appointed by judges. Our advocates are appointed by judges and work for the best interest of children that are before the court due to neglect or abuse.
Nationwide, the advocates serve in over 900 courtrooms. In the Northern Panhandle, there are 3 CASA offices: Wheeling, Moundsville, and New Martinsville. According to officials, a growing concern locally has been putting a strain on reunification, the lack of socially necessary service providers.
Those are folks who help facilitate the visitations between children and respondent parents or between siblings. And so with a lack of providers, that means that these children aren't able to keep these relationships or connections with their siblings. They're not able to visit with their families.
And now they face even more challenges as CASA's programs are at risk of being cut. The Trump administration announced at the end of April that $200,000 in federal grant funding will be permanently eliminated from West Virginia services.
Actually, when we got the news, we were shocked. We were certainly disappointed because we know how important our work is, and we've had a 30-plus year relationship with the Department of Justice.
CEO Tara Perry says Casa Gal is appealing the decision for several reasons.
The impact to CASA is coupled by the impact that there's already a shortage in foster homes. There's a shortage in, we need more volunteers in West Virginia. So any cut in funding is just further exacerbates the issues that are already present.
The lack of enough foster parents Perry is referring to also continues to burden the system. With children moving from foster homes an average of 7 times, the search for a forever home never ends.
If you can even, 1 month, 1 week, it doesn't matter. You're changing a life for a kid that has nothing and no one to really look to.
In Charleston, there's been some recent movement to reshape the foster care system. Senator Laura Wakeham Chapman has pushed for stricter laws, including the most recent Senate Bill 886, what's known as the Foster Child Bill of Rights. She's also hopeful with new leadership at play, as Alex Mayer now leads the Department of Human Services.
He has his finger on the pulse of the issue, and I'm impressed by what he is planning on doing. Of course, that takes time, though.
And things are beginning to look up. The DOH reports that children coming through the foster care system merely because of drug abuse, the most common factor, has actually declined by 54.5%. This also comes as overdose deaths have declined by 40%. Reporting for News 9, I'm Olivia Zinn.
Hi, I'm Jamie Baker. Thanks for watching. Here's another video for you to watch, and please be sure to subscribe to our channel.